morning, boys and girls, sons and fathers, mothers and daughters, guitar players, percussionists, all you horn enthusiasts out there. This is back to session number 6. And the last session we talked about 3-part. We just got into 3-part writing for trumpet, tenor, and trombone. And now we're going to expand a little bit, get into 4 and 5-part writing and show some techniques for that. So to start, let's just start from the beginning. So for 5-part writing, here we have treble clef. And usually for 5-part writing, what I try to do is I'll write treble and on bass clef both. And typically, if I've got trumpet, alto sax, tenor, or trombone and baritone or something like that, I put my 3 voices up on the treble and my 2 other voices down in the bass staff. So let's just do it all in the treble staff for now, just so we can plainly see what's going on. So let's do this. Treble staff, let's say our chord is C major 7th, a 1 chord in the key of C. And let's say our trumpet, our top note, is E. And remember, we always voice from the top down. And so we just stack right down the voice. We go E, C, B natural, G, and E again. And here we're going to have an octave, okay? Because the C major 7th only has 4 notes in it. So we do an octave. And that's fine. That's fine to do. Let's try another voice. Let's go E. How about E flat major 7th? How about that one? And let's say the top note is a major 7th, is the D natural. And so then we would go, and this is E flat, and so our key signature would be 3 flats. So it would be D, B flat, G, E flat, and D on the bottom like that. And there you have it. Now, if we were to do one thing to remember is when you're doing on a block voicing like this, there's a little trick that you need to know, that if your melody is the tonic, is the root. So let's say over here, let's make this treble clef again over here, and let's say okay, C major 7th, and let's say your melody note is the C, okay? So if you would do the B right here, you've got a half step. So you're going to have a train wreck, okay? It's going to be nails on a chalkboard, you know? So what you want to do is you make it a 6 chord, like that. So now you have a 3rd on top, and it'll blend much nicely. Your next interval down will be a half, a whole step, which is fine inside the voicing. You're always going to have, whole steps and half steps on the inside of your voicing. But your top 2, especially, you want a nice 3rds if you can. And then so it would be the root, the 6th, the 5th, the 3rd, and the root again. So if we had, let's say we had an F major 7th chord, okay, and the trumpet, the top voice, whatever the top voice is it could be, let's say we're voicing for singers. It doesn't really matter. Is F instead of the E, it would be the D, your C, your 3rd, A, your root is your F again. Even though the chord says C major, F major 7th, you make it a 6, because a 6 chord and a major 7th chord both function as the same. They both function as a 1 chord. So in 2-5-1 in F is G minor, C7, F. It can be an F6 or an F major 7th. Either way. So that's how you want to tackle those. The other thing too is what we're going to get into as well is I want to show one of the things you want to keep track of is when you're writing for this many voices, even for 4, and this works for 3 voices, but particularly now I want to talk about 4. Oh, There's the egg timer. If you're going to write for 5, you just take this off, and there's your 4-part writing. You take the B off, there's your 4 voicings. Okay, there you have it. Just take that bottom note off and you're fine. But what we want to do is, what you're going to do is, depending on how high your top note is, as it climbs up, you want to open up your voicing various degrees to keep those tenor instruments in a good part of their range. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about next time. And don't forget, shoot me an email. Would love to be in touch with everybody. It's fredstickleymusic.com. Here it is, whoop, in the lower third. And would love to hear from you. Any ideas? Would love to, would love to hear from you. And I really appreciate everybody stopping by. So till next time, we'll see you later. Thanks.